Hi, this is Anna, and this is Check It at the Round Table, where we discuss movies, books, music, and stuff. Today we are discussing Good Omens Season 2, peeps. Okay. I decided to start work late today because I wanted to watch this series, darn it. And then I didn't really get booked for classes this afternoon that much. So I was like, I'm going to finish it. And I have to say, I love Good Omens. But what in the never mind were they thinking with the last episode? I'm going, it was going so well. And then we had episode 6 of season 2, and I'm sitting there with apparently more than me is doing this because somebody has written a detailed article on why this just sucks. But anyway, this is the story of Aziraphale and Crawley and them trying to save the world from everyone finding the Archangel, and they somewhat succeed, and they also bring together a coffee shop owner and record shop owner for a romantic Jane Austen night of dancing, and I'm going, that's kind of funny. But anyway, at the end of this series, which I have to say, I give everything but I would give season 2 an absolute 10 if it weren't for the final episode. Actually, like the final 10-15 minutes of episode 6 is where it all goes downhill, because I would like to point out I have not read the books by Neil Gaiman and the other author whose name I cannot remember at this moment, but from what I understand in the books, the angels kind of have platonic relationships. They're not particularly romantic in any way, which is one reason that I really like this series, because we don't have all that romance stuff that can be, big scary sea monsters, abandon all hope, all ye who enter here, or a big selfish fest. It tends to be in most rom-coms, at least in Anna's opinion. But I don't know why at the end of this episode, Beelzebub runs off with the Archangel. I forgot his name. He's the head Archangel. No, he's not. Michael is the head Archangel. But anyway, she runs off with the Archangel, whose name starts with G, I think. Let me see here. I do know the Archangel, it's just its name has escaped my memory. Just a minute. Archangel. I'm waiting on Google. Internet connection be fast. Gabriel, that's the name. Okay, Gabriel runs off with Beelzebub because he is her hell and she is his heaven, and they have a lovely moment together and disappear into the, whatever. So I'm still not really quite sure what's up with all that, because I'm watching it going, number one, I don't think Neil Gaiman wrote these books as romantic with relations between angels and demons, because angels and demons really don't have romantic lives. I mean, they're recorded in ancient scriptures as coming down to earth and having children with the daughters of men, which we all know that did not go well if you are acquainted with that story. I'm just saying, Goliath the Gath, it wasn't a good thing. So anyway, I'm going, they really don't have romantic lives. And at the end of the episode, season 6, Crawley decides to kiss Aziraphale, which totally freaks him out. I do understand why, because I'm like, they don't have a romantic relationship. They've known each other for centuries, and to just out of the blue do that just seems rather, Aziraphale's a person or a being that needs some warning on anything, and I'm going, that is definitely something he needed warning on if that was going to occur. So I am very confused by the ending of this episode. I'm hoping that they release a season 3 of Good Omens, but as we all know, it will probably take a year for them to do that at Amazon if they decide to do that. So I'm like, this was a brilliant series, and I truly love Good Omens. I think Aziraphale is an endearing angel, and Crawley is, in his own way, a delightful demon, but I really don't know what they were thinking at the end of season 2, episode 6. What the? I mean, I totally get. I'm going. Maybe they were going for making it more LGBTQI plus friendly, which I am totally for. But I'm like, this is just not really fit the story, and we don't have anything after that makes this make any logical sense. It's like we just threw it in for an extra, I don't know, firework at the end, and it just doesn't fit either of the characters very well. So I'm going. Anna is perturbed at the end of Good Omens. I'm going, I think Aziraphale and Crawley are awesome, but that just was weird at the end. So, I mean, I totally think at the end we could have had the speech where Crawley says, why don't we go off together? I mean, leave heaven, leave hell. It's just a mess. Let them deal with themselves on their own. But the kiss at the end was just awkward. Yeah, awkward. So, if you haven't checked out Good Omens, it is streaming on Amazon Prime. I recommend episode 1 through 5 wholeheartedly, and episode 6 until the last 50 minutes, which you could turn it off and miss that whole unpleasant business of them having that fight and whatever. I particularly like the apology dance of Crowley. And how Aziraphale mentions that he had to do an apology dance like 4 times to Crawley in 1941, I believe, 18 something and 16 something. So overall, I would give this whole series an 8 out of 10. I would give it a solid 10 if we didn't have the weird ending, which was just badly done indeed, as Mr. Knightley says in Emma by Jane Austen. And also the zombies were just weird. I mean, no offense. I think they were trying to make it into kind of a joke thing with I love British humor, but there is a part of British humor that is very obvious and slapstick, which I find somewhat weird and slightly distasteful. And the zombies in this, I have to say, I just couldn't really. Yeah, I'm not into zombies, but I'm just like, they walked around weird. They lost arms. They ate brains. It was just weird. I'm going, we could have lived without the zombies. They're ephemera. They're not really that important to the story. And again, awkward. But overall, I think that Michael Sheen and David Tennant did a great job on the series. But I will say, whoever wrote the final episode, what were they thinking at the end? I'm like, I'm all for leaving it to be a kind of cliffhanger, but we had a nice finale in the last one. And now we have, like, distress and disturbance. And I don't think Crawley would have done that to Aziraphale. I mean, no offense, I'm like, he would not have walked up and kissed him without warning, because it's Aziraphale and it's Crawley, and that's just not what they do. Besides, in the book, they had a very good friendship that was platonic, and angels did not go around having romantic relationships. But anyway, I would still give it an 8 out of 10. If you haven't checked it out, it is definitely worth watching for the comedic humor throughout. It is bloody hilarious. I love the part where they are understaffed in hell, so they can only send like 1/17 of a legion to go and take down a bookshop. I'm going, that was hilarious. I mean, really? That was very, very funny. So I would highly recommend this. I do think they're talking about making a season 3. I certainly hope they do, and I certainly hope it is better than the last 50 minutes of season 2, episode 6. But anyway, you can check it out. It is out on the 28th of July. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you are going to be able to watch it tomorrow. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you can watch it today. If you have a VPN, you can watch it today by linking in and going to Asia. I'm just saying, not that I did that or anything, but you can, especially if you have Surfshark, just saying. So anyway, I'm not getting paid to endorse Surf Sark. I'm just saying it's wonderful because it lets you watch things a little early sometimes. So that is my review of Good Omens Season 2 with a bit of a rant. I will try to go and do an episode by episode review maybe, but I've got a bunch of videos and series I'm trying to review here, so I might not get that done anytime soon. But that is my review. Check it at the round table. Bye!